Okay, in this lab we're going to be looking at osmosis and diffusion, and we've got dialysis tubing here. And dialysis tubing is just a thin strip that we can simulate a cell membrane with. The first thing we have to do with dialysis tubing is we have to soak it in some water. So I have a big beaker of water over here. Then what we want to do is we want to tie off one of the ends of the dialysis tubing, and we're going to open up the other end by rubbing it in between our fingers, and that will open it up. And then we can add our starch solution. So we're going to measure out about 15 milliliters of starch solution. And we're going to pour that into our dialysis tubing. So we're going to use a funnel to get it in there a little easier. We're going to pour approximately 15 milliliters of starch solution. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get the air out of our tube and tie a knot in the other end. We want to leave a little bit of room in there so that we can, if diffusion or osmosis occurs in there, we can make sure that we get the movement of the molecules in. I'm just going to rinse it real quick. Dry it. And then we're going to mass it to take our initial mass. If the balance will turn on, there it goes. I want to make sure we get the stuff out of the ends. Sometimes that can throw our data off. So we want to make sure it's completely dry. And we're going to mass our initial mass. So our initial mass is 15.69 grams. We're going to put that into our cup with water. And this is just tap water, but you could use distilled water also. And I'm going to put some iodine solution into the water. So our dialysis bag is white. We're going to put some iodine in the cup on the outside so it turns color, so that's probably good enough. About 2 to 3 milliliters of iodine, and we're going to let our cup sit there. We want it to sit at least half an hour, but it can be longer than that. So we're going to let our cup sit, and then we will come back and we will mass it again to get our final mass. Okay, our dialysis bag with our starch solution in it has been sitting in a cup with water that has iodine in it, and so it's been sitting for more than 30 minutes, probably an hour or so, and we're going to now remove the dialysis bag from the cup, dry it and weigh it, and we're going to record the observations. So we're going to take qualitative data as well as quantitative data. So I'm going to grab some paper towels. And first we want to just look at the changes. And so you can see the bag has changed color. It is now a blackish purple color, and the water in the cup is still that amber color, so that really hasn't changed. So the bag has gone from white to kind of a black color, and the water has remained the same. So we want to think about what's moving into and out of the bag. Let's just dry it off here a little bit. sure we've zero balanced it. And we're going to record our change in mass. So our mass is now 16.03 grams. And so we want to see if that has increased or decreased in mass. So we are recording our color change in the bag. We are looking at whether or not the water outside of it has changed. And then we're also looking at the increase or decrease in the mass of our dialysis bag. So again, the dialysis bag is simulating a cell membrane, and we're looking at the movement of molecules across that cell membrane.